fine looking. Boy, she got all the curves. She got everything. She walking in. And she's a soul. She don't know like Jesus. Coming to Jesus. And I was just like, sinner. I hate her already. Don't even know her name. Ugh. I despise her. God Almighty, she started getting stopped out bouncing. Oh, let's go home. Let's get out of here. We're leaving right now, Pastor. I refuse to come to church with that woman, heathen woman, bouncing around in front of my husband. A, because she's prettier than you. B, she don't know any better. She just knew about Jesus yesterday. And C, if your husband looking, why don't you just leave him at home? Ain't nobody. Some of you, I lost some of you already. Well, your information is 7:26. I drove 4.5 hours. I ain't gonna hurry up. You drove 12, so we gonna have a party. Got another 20 minutes to get here. No. I got a man, I'm stuck up, and I don't have one. You say, oh, there must be something wrong with me. When I'm offended, you act like I'm doing too much, and when I'm quiet, oh, he's arrogant. He don't talk to people. My God. God, what can I do when everybody gets an issue with? Paul says, I've been without sleep, I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I'm cold, I'm naked, and it's escalating. This is a word for those of you who are frustrated in this season of your life. And you're asking yourself, what is going on with where I am today? What's going on? I wish I had a glass of water, watch this, to offer you to take with a bitter pill that I'm going to give you right now. Have you ever considered that sometimes we create the condition that causes us to find a way of escape? Oh, not too many amens. Where are my praisers? They still got some crazy people. Just one shout. Let me see. Where's the praisers from each row? They disappear. They better went home. Look, stay standing. Remember earlier there was about 40 of them. Now there's only 9. It's getting hot in here. I ain't standing up for that. I don't approve that. I only get a word for G. The G don't talk to me. I ain't gonna take another. Well, if you wait for Jesus to talk to you directly, you're gonna starve to death. Because Jesus prayed and blessed the bread, gave it to the disciples gave it to the people. You got to learn to get your blessing from someone else and from another hand. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna preach a message tomorrow, but let me just prelude this, that God will use some unclean thing to bring a word to you. And the mess that some of you are in, you can't afford to be picky. Lord, wherever my blessing comes from, sing it. may be seated. I'll give you $20 if you keep me right there. Amen. Sometimes God has got to break something in us, people. Listen to me. I know we want to run. I know, but let me drop this on you, and then we run. But we run educated, not run emotional.
That's right.
Backsliding on Wednesday because we forgot what the preaching was about. Boy, did we have a good church service. That's messed up.
That's right. Yes. Come on.
I don't know what he said, but I felt it on him. Well, then it wasn't good.
Come on. Come on. That's right. That's right.
Because we seem to be a magnet for confusion, and a lot of the problem why we're a magnet of confusion because we don't cut off stuff early. Here you go, young people. Watch this.
Come on.
We just let stuff fester and grow. When God will show us signs that it is not the job for you, this living arrangement is not for you. It's not going to work out. You keep telling yourself, I'm going to just suck it up, hold it in, going to hold it down, and don't say nothing. And all the while it's making you bitter and cantankerous and angry on the inside. And God is saying, I was waiting for you to ask me for deliverance.
That's right.
Not just a way of escape, because you keep acting like you can deal with it by yourself. And the truth of the matter is, it's taking a toll on your life, on your sanity, on your peace of mind. You can't sleep, your hair falling out, you're gaining weight, you can't even concentrate, you don't even know if you can trust yourself to be happy anymore.
All right.
If we look at 2 Corinthians chapter 1 and watch the narrative as it unfolds and it unravels, Paul is saying in verse 4, he says this, the Lord has been a comfort for me so that I can be a blessing to you. God has comforted me so that I can be comfort to someone else. Listen, verse 8, here's where it gets deep. All right, here's where it gets deep. Paul, who got an anointing on his life, watch this, Paul, who knows and recognizes he is covered by God. Watch what Paul says. He says, I wouldn't have you ignorant, brethren. I'm coming out of the church situation. I got to tell you exactly what's going on with me. He said, while I was flowing in my purpose, while I was operating in my gift, while we were dancing in the church, and while I was operating in my gifts, and while it is, and I'm clear about my assignment, I want you all to know I was coming through the church in Asia Minor, and the pressure got too much.
All right.
I know some of you always got your superhero cape on and your Wonder Woman bracelets on, man. But I'm thinking here, I'm talking to some real people here that say, I need help. Preacher, if you wouldn't mind just park the car right there, I will be honest with you. Please let me jump out of it right now, because I got to tell God something, that the pressure that I've been under dealing with is becoming too far and too great for me. And I wish I could talk to some honest people in the room. Listen to me now, who feel like you got so much pressure that it feels like you're being in a chokehold and you're not going to make it because you try to keep yourself together, but inside you're hurting. And it's up to you to keep the family together. It's up to you. People are waiting for you to bring the rent money, to pay the car bill, the night bill, and everything other bill. People are pulling on you everywhere direction, and they don't understand that you're at your wit's end. You come to church, brother, say, come on, shout. Sometimes I come to church and I don't want to shout.
That's right.
I don't want to shout. I don't want to clap. I don't want to run.
Come on.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Oh, don't act like, oh, never. Oh, come on. You ever come to church not wanting to be in church? You ever come to church wondering, why did I come today? You ever come to church wondering, what did I get out of this? What's in it for me? Nothing changed. It got worse. Oh, Lord, this is what Paul was talking about, all right? I'm trying to keep myself together because the pressure is too great. The pressure is so much that I have acquired a private addiction. I'm blessed and I'm saved, but when I'm by myself, all this pressure sometimes just got to smoke it out. Just got to drink it out. The pressure can become so much that Paul said, I don't know that if I can live. He said, I got the comfort of God on me, but I got a conflict in me. How many got the comfort of God on you, but you got conflict?
Yeah.
What happens when you get the hand of God in your life, but now you've got to deal with it by yourself. I got God covered me, but Pastor, I also got conflict in me. Preacher, I know that I should leave him, but I don't want to be alone. I know I got cut. You know, I got to cut the drinking out, you know, but what am I going to replace it with? Come on. I know my season on the job is over, but in this economy, for real, you want me to quit and come to church? Come on, preacher. That the comfort of God be on me, but that I have a conflict in me. Last time I flew Southwest Airlines, the airline stewardess at the beginning of the flight, getting ready to take off, we're on the runway, okay, and she gets the intercom and made this startling announcement. By chance and rare case of an emergency, the oxygen mask is going to fall from the overhead compartment. Before you help others, place the oxygen mask over your own face and your own mouth and breathe for yourself first. Some of you have been expending so much energy trying to help somebody else. God says you need to take the oxygen mask and breathe it for yourself first. Don't let your ministry choke your life out. Before you become youth president, become the anointed person that needs you to be. Because you can deplete yourself and pour into people and have nothing left for you. She said that in an unlikely event that we have an emergency landing, those of you who are seated at the emergency exit, there's under your seat, there's a life preserver jacket. To open the emergency exit door, it weighs about 50 pounds, and turn the latch, press onto it, and slide it out. And I thought to myself, did you just hear what she just said? She said, if there's a real emergency at the door, I'm not going to be there to help you. She's trained for this, you get paid for this, I paid for the ticket, and she's telling me if there's an emergency, don't look for my help. Push it out for yourself. They even ask you, do you want to sit here? Because if we going down, you're it. If there's an emergency, you'll have to use your own way to get to the door and open it so that you can find a way of escape. God says when you get through, and when you go through some real turbulent situations in time, stop waiting for folk to help you out of it. Oh, you're not hearing me. Stop waiting for people to open doors for you. Stop expecting people to come by and aid you and assist you. You got to learn how to praise Him by yourself. You got to learn how to shout by yourself. You got to learn how to talk to Him by yourself. You got to learn how to raise your hand and shout in a song by yourself. I'll tell you one of the most beautiful times I've ever had with God was in my car by myself. Was in the closet by myself. There was no convention. There was no audience. There was no young people. There was no youth camp. There was nothing. It was me and God all by myself. Oh, listen. After we took off from LAX, she says, now we're flying directly over the Pacific Ocean. I looked down and said, yes, you're right. So here's the deal. In the unlikely event of an emergency, we have to push the door open. We got to slide out there. Watch this, watch this. We're not even on dry ground. We'll slide out into the middle of the ocean, which is minimally 700 feet deep and super cold and shark infested, if you will. So watch this. I can escape the plane, but I still have not escaped the ocean. So I got to calculate, which one do I want to die in? A burning plane or drown in water? At least I'll be wet while I'm dying. Oh.
Yeah.
You got to die of something. You might as well die worshiping God.
That's right.
Come on.
That's right.
Should I die in this plane and be consumed by some fire, or should I die in the ocean where at least I can be wet? Now the Lord told me something absolutely blew my mind, Pastor Rogers. I'll tell you right now. He said, watch this. If you slather into the ocean, you're going to have escaped. But here it is. But you still have not been delivered.
Oh. Come on.
Some of you are happy because you made it out the plane, but you're not delivered.
Come on.
You're dancing because you escaped, but you walk in here and you've not been delivered.
That's right.
Escaping is not enough. You've got to hold on to something until the system finally shows up and you can now be held back out of the area. In this season of your life, stop praying for a way of escape.